I'm Stephanie,
I'm Meredith.
and welcome to This Is My Circus.
Circuses.
Yes.
We have circuses. We for sure have circuses.
How was your week?
It was good. So we went to Charleston this past week for a couple of days.
Okay.
Yeah, Jackson and I left on Tuesday afternoon and went with his girlfriend and her mom,
Mm-hmm.
her little brother and a friend, and then one of Jackson and his girlfriend's a couple friend.
Mm.
We went down Tuesday, we came back Thursday. It was a lot of fun.
Good.
We spent some time on Folly Beach, which I'd never been to Folly.
Mm-mm.
It was really nice. Like not bougie. I always thought it was just super bougie.
Not our people.
Yeah, not my people.
Until I get on the yacht.
But it was a nice beach, but not super bougie. It was clean and it was well taken care of and all the things, but I still felt comfortable and not felt like I was out of place. So that was a lot of fun. Got a little bit of sun.
Good.
And the kiddos went to a concert one night. They went and saw Teddy Swims.
Mm-hmm.
Did I tell you the story?
Mm-mm.
So when Jackson first asked me if he could go to this concert months ago, Mama, can I go to a concert? And I was like, well, probably, but who? And he said, Freddie Swims. And I was like, you mean Teddy Swims? I was like, sounds like you're a huge fan. So anyway, it's just been just a joke of that, but he would do anything for this girl. He would go to a concert or somebody, but they had a great time. He ended up putting on a really good show.
Yeah.
And,
I like his music.
yeah. And they got to just go experience it by themselves. They drove and they did the things. So they had a very good time. And while they did that, the other mom and I went and got a nice dinner in Charleston at this cool old house restaurant, got some crab cakes, and it was a lot of fun. So, not a fan.
I don't eat seafood.
At all?
No, unless like a cow falls into the ocean. It ain't happening.
Okay.
Did I ever tell you when I was little,
Uh-huh.
like kindergarten little, my dad ate a lot of seafood, and one day he chased us around with lobster eyeballs.
Was that it? Was that what did it?
Well, I'm sure it's part of it. I'm just not, I don't know. I tried it in college.
Yeah.
Brandon had made fish one day and he's like, just try it. And I was like, fine. Mm-mm.
Not a fan.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Mm.
I get it.
And then Dylan wanted to try shark, so I got shark.
I'm surprised
I
he
made it.
wanted to try shark.
Yeah, I cooked it and everything. Like I
Mhm.
did the whole thing, and I did taste it because Dylan's like, "You have to taste it, Mom. That's what you always tell me." And I was like, "Fine."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "I just can't do it."
What did it taste? Did you taste it?
Yeah.
What did it taste like?
I don't-
Can you even compare it to anything?
No, it's just like I
Okay.
I think it's probably a mental thing too. It's like
I get that. Yeah, I get that. I'm a texture eater too. So if I bite into something that has any kind of off-putting
mhm.
texture, I'm done.
Yeah.
So I get the texture
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Just not for me.
But it was a fun why do I always say experience? Because I'm not right. But it was a nice dining event, a
Good.
good place.
A grown-up event.
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Mhm.
exactly. Not somewhere where we were rushing. The server actually came over and was like, are we moving fast tonight? Or are we taking our time? So it was nice to actually get to know her a little bit more too.
Mhm.
And just, like you said, a grown-up dinner. So it was a good time, but came back Thursday evening and I still don't know where I am. Like I'm all out of sorts. Worked Friday. Cut some yards for Jackson on Friday night in the heat. Cut some yesterday in the heat. Yesterday morning we
It
started.
was so hot.
It is crazy hot. I need this child to get better so he can push this
Do
lawnmower.
more. Yeah. Well, Dylan was at the beach all week.
Yes, how was
So
that? I
he
mean,
had a blast.
good.
They did the deep sea
Good.
fishing, and then they also just like fished from the beach, and they caught so much.
Yeah?
He sent me a picture the one night. They had like all laid out their catches from the day, and there were so many fish. And then there was one really pretty. It looked pink in the picture, but Dylan said it was red in person. But I'm like, oh, well, that one was really pretty.
What one? Did you put that
I
one?
said, other than the guts hanging out of it right now.
Yeah.
So then he sent me a picture of his friend when they caught it, and it's huge. Like when he was holding it up. and I
Like
was-
comparison?
Yeah. So that means that all the other fish that were in the picture
Were huge.
were that much bigger.
Did they fix them? Did they clean them?
Oh yeah, they did all
They
they
do
did all of the things, and
I think that's cool. I know. I mean, I don't want to do it.
mm-mm.
I will go from just like put on a rod because everybody else is and I'm going to hang out for a minute to going to the fish camp and eating the things, but I don't want to do the things in the middle. I appreciate it and I'm glad somebody does it.
So then they just went shore fishing from the beach the next day, and he's like, Mom, I caught a shark. Look how
Oh, it's like the size of a pencil.
he wrote back, baby shark doo doo.
Oh, yeah. That's like the life version of his tattoo.
Yeah. So yeah, he caught 3 baby sharks.
Oh my gosh. That means though that mama's somewhere.
And that's what I said. I said I zoomed in on the one shark's face, and I was like, "It looks like." But you wait till my mama finds out.
Yes, absolutely. That's what's scary about
Mhm.
that. And then when you're walking on the beach and you start finding shark's teeth, and you're
Mhm.
like, well, that means that there's sharks around here. Where we were on the beach on our beach day at Folly, we were really close to the pier because some of the boys wanted to fish. And I started thinking,
There's always sharks by the pier.
how much do I look like a seal right now? Because they on those shark shows, whatever, they always show like the underside of like a surfboard and
Yeah,
like the way the legs look and stuff. And I was like, how do I not look like that right now? But came back, I'm whole.
yeah.
Every part of me is still attached.
I'm glad.
Yeah, I do. I haven't even unpacked. I got the dirty stuff out and started washing it, but I'm like an unpack and get my life back together kind of person. I don't even have my charger beside my bed right now. I'm just,
Mm-mm.
first of all, I'm too hot to do anything.
It is hot.
I know, I can't.
It's like miserable hot.
It is.
Yeah.
It is terrible. Anyway, I don't want to talk about it. It'll piss me off.
The only good thing I will say is I think the heat is wearing Clifford out.
Oh, probably.
And so we're outside for like 4 minutes and he's like,
Done.
and he
Yeah.
comes inside and he just lays out.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah. Well, good. Yay. I'll take it. I'll take it.
So I had Clifford all week because
Uh-huh.
Dylan was gone. And I love him so much.
You have to, it's like you're saying it to yourself to remind
He
yourself.
was so good this week though. He really, really was. And again, like I really try to tire him out
Yeah.
when he
needs it.
Yes. So we are actively outside a lot.
Yeah.
But I took the pool cover off to start working on the pool stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And he used to love to just use that as a trampoline, the pool cover.
Uh-huh.
So it's disgusting, like the water
Yeah, it's first of summer. It's what it is.
when you open it up. And then I had poured like the shock and everything in it. So my lovely little grand dog, I'm like, Clifford, and it was like slow motion.
Mhm.
And he starts running down the hill towards the pool, and I'm like, Clifford, no. And he's almost stops. He looks at me and this goes to jump like he normally would. He went like right down and he pops back up like, holy, what is
Why am I wet?
And he's like, thank God he can swim. I
Yeah.
mean, naturally.
Yeah. Yeah.
He can swim because he had never been in a pool before.
Yeah.
And he went right into the deep end. Not that it's a huge pool, but he went.
But still,
it's not
it
where,
wasn't in the 2 foot end
Yeah.
or whatever. Yeah.
or where the steps are. It was.
Yeah.
So he swims to the side and he puts his little arms over the edge and I lifted him out. And he's not small. He's like
No, he's
50 something pounds.
amazing.
But it was definitely a shock. So then he runs wide open, like doing laps around the yard, which the hill is all dirt. So he goes into the dirt. So then I have to get him washed off because there's so many chemicals in the pool. So I put a leash on him. I get him inside. I'm like, he knows he hates a bath.
Yeah.
And so I'm like dragging him to literally
To get
dragging
him
him to the bath. He's like fighting tooth and nail.
Oh.
When I tell you, it looked like a crime scene of mud
Mm-hmm.
all in front of the bathroom where I was dragging him. And then he like put his little paws on the wall.
Oh, he was trying to put on brakes.
And just mud that went everywhere.
Well, of course, because like when you're soaping them up, or that's when they do their shaky thing, and
Yeah.
it just goes everywhere.
It was so bad. And then he starts playing in the water, and I'm like, dude, like, why do you fight me on this? And you just play.
Yeah.
So
Oh
yes,
my God.
he had it, but he was kind of like edges the pool and kind of like looks in it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well, I thought maybe that would have, now that he is over his fear of it, that might become his thing.
no,
We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Have you seen the videos though of the dogs that continually like jump in the pool and the owner's like, get out, and they're like disobedient children?
that's
Hilarious.
gonna be him all summer. I have no doubt.
So
When we say it's okay, I have no doubt it's going to be like a rotating circle of just
Mhm.
jumping, getting out, jumping, getting out.
Mm-hmm. Well,
But that's okay. It'll wear him out.
Just put a hose back there so you don't have to bring him in to do the bath.
And Rex was so very good with him all week. They laid next to each other a lot this week.
Yeah, you sent me a cute pic.
Yeah,
One of them looked drunk. I'm sure it was Clifford.
it was.
He looked
Like he was like upside down.
Yeah.
With a treat hanging out of his mouth.
Yes.
And then Rex was just in the background with a smile.
Just being beautiful adult Rex.
Yes.
And Clifford was just being Clifford.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah, that was my week.
Well, I'm glad that they behaved for the most part.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well, Dylan is back and he's jumped back into the working thing and all that now.
He gets back today. He should be back
Okay.
any minute. But yeah, then tomorrow he has work. But he has dog training tonight. So,
Nice.
yes.
Good. And that's going well.
It is very, very well.
Good.
Again, the e-collar.
Yeah.
Got
Yeah.
it in
You
there.
gotta keep it handy.
Just works wonders. And again, we just either use the beep or the
The
vibration,
buzz.
not the shock.
Right. Have you ever put it on like you've done it on yourself?
No, but the trainer made Dylan do it on himself, like the shock.
It's a bite. It's got a bite
Yeah.
to it.
We don't do that part, but
No, I never did that either.
we have a lot of trouble with him jumping on people. He's gotten, I mean, so much better
Good.
with that. If he does start doing that, I'll just hit the beep and
He's like, oh yeah, I'm not
not
supposed to
supposed
be
to do
doing
that. Mm-hmm.
Dang it, Mama caught me again.
Yeah.
Or Grandma.
G-
G-Mom, yeah.
I'm G Unit in Dylan's phone. G Unit. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
That's
He's
funny.
like, Mom, you gangsta.
I don't know what mine is. Mine's probably like the warden or something like that.
Yeah. Dylan is Dilly Dilly in my phone, and I am G Unit.
G-Unit.
Mm-hmm.
Do you track him with
Life 360.
all the things? Do you check him often to see? I'm just curious.
If I don't know where he's at or if he's late from
Yeah.
getting home.
Yeah. Because I do Jackson's too. He'll tell me where he's going, and I'm like, okay. And then, you know, I try not to hover and let him have his space because we weren't, you know,
Thank God.
great. I know we weren't
Oh my
trying to
goodness.
and we turned out relatively okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, if he's not answering or it's getting late or he's gone for the day and he's telling me we're going to go to the pool and we're going to do this and we're do this, I'm like, well, where did he end up? Kind of thing. But I try to give him some space.
Or if I text him and he doesn't answer,
oh God,
then I will.
if he texts me and he doesn't answer, then I snap him, and if he doesn't answer, and then I'll use the Find My iPhone and ping it because he'll have his phone on silent all the time. I'm like, that's that you need to call me right now, and I need a selfie.
Yeah.
I need proof of life.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So, I know we talked about the crash last week.
Yeah.
And we did not announce a book, so we just did not do the book this week. But bookies, we will get back to you next week.
Yes.
We did discuss watching another show.
And I was hooked like you wouldn't believe.
Right. So it was called Dirty Rotten Scandals.
Yes.
On Hulu.
Yes. And I had a hard time finding it because like I would search for it and it came up like Southern Hospitality.
Oh.
Or something weird. So if you people are going to go search for it, it might come up weird, but that's just the name of like I think that first episode in the series or something.
Well, this Dr. Phil was the first.
Yeah. I don't know why it came up weird for me.
Okay. Well,
but anyway,
that's what it's called, Dirty Rotten Scandals.
Scandals.
And I kept I kept saying scoundrels, but it's not scoundrels.
Right.
It's scandals.
It's scandals. And it was it 6 eps?
It is.
And the first 2 were Dr. Phil.
Right. So, your thoughts?
He's a piece of trash.
Well, I kind of assumed that. I mean, even back when he was on TV, like he had his TV show, I just assumed all of those were, I thought that they were just all staged.
Yeah.
Like the Maury, all of them.
Yes.
Back in the 90s, early 2000s.
They're all staged. Some are just better actors than others.
Right. So I was kind of surprised that a lot of these were not like actual.
They were real situations.
Right.
Yeah.
And so there's real lives at stake at that point. And that was disheartening.
It was gross.
Yeah.
It was just really, really gross. So watching, like, I never was like a huge fan.
Yeah.
So just watching it, I was always like, you know, I mean, he's trying to do this tough love things, but it's coming across as just icky. And then I don't know if you've ever watched like a real episode, but when he would leave, his wife was always in the crowd and they'd walk off holding hands together. And I was like, well, I don't even like that. Like something about that just felt so staged. Yeah. So then watching these episodes where, real lives are at stake with serious issues and just the disregard for everybody other than just his pocket.
Right.
Is basically what it was.
The one part of it said that there was an alcoholic that was coming on. His family brought
this part stuck to me so hard.
And they put alcohol in his like dressing room or whatever to get him to entice him to drink, to come out drunk.
Yep. And then they like had to help him out, and then Dr. Phil's like helping carrying him, and it's like, what's wrong? And this poor kid or young adult, whatever, is just boo-hooing and trying to explain himself and what's going on. Meanwhile, this jerk of an adult man who's portraying himself as a freaking doctor.
Who didn't even renew his license or whatever. He wasn't an actual doctor.
Right. And even if you're not, just be a good human. If
Yeah.
there's an alcoholic, don't put booze in the room with him. It was just all disgustingly gross.
Yeah. It was all for ratings.
It was all for ratings. And the other part that really stuck to me too was the fact that he would send these people to these, I forgot what one of them was called, like these treatment centers and all this stuff. And then the people would just leave. He would say, we're going to pay for it. He wouldn't pay for it. And that poor kid with schizophrenia stuff, like he left and was just walking down the road.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then they also said that the kids' camps or kids,
Yeah.
whatever places were super abusive. And the only reason that they were using them was because they were getting a kickback. The show was getting a kickback. And the feedback that they were getting was like, this is abuse. This is not any kind of help.
Right.
And
Right.
they didn't care. They were getting a kickback for it, and
Yeah.
that's all that mattered.
One of the other witnesses, whatever, the former, not contestant, was the former person on the show, whatever, was the girl who was pregnant in high school. And the way he was talking to her, so they're interviewing her now and then showing the flashbacks of during her time on the show, and he was just trying to make her feel terrible and to make her sound terrible, turn her into just basically this sex worker.
Yeah.
And she's like, they never asked, my GPA, or they never asked what good I do, or, just different things like that. He was just trying to corner her into, it was just gross.
Yeah.
And she was a kid. She was underage.
Yeah. Again, watching it back then, I assumed, and I don't know, it was something my sister knew, because my sister's 6 years older than I am. So when I was a teenager, she was an adult.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of her friends went to go in the audience, and they had somebody not show up, and they were trying to pay somebody in the audience to fill that role, fill that spot on the TV show. And I don't remember which TV show it was, but it was one of the. It was like Maury,
Jenny Jones.
Yeah, one of those. So I always had it in my mind that
that's how it all worked.
Staged.
Yeah.
But apparently these are like legit problems, and
Real
they didn't.
problems.
They just got embarrassed on national TV.
And I don't know if you caught the part where they were talking about this girl, whichever one it was like, I don't want to go on. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to go on and say that.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, if you don't, we're not flying you home. And she was like, well, we were not in the situation where we could just buy airline tickets. So I had to say whatever they said.
Yeah. Crazy.
And then they went into his history a little bit with other things that he had done that were so shady, different companies he had worked with, and different businesses that just were not really businesses. Like they were selling air. No, I'm just kidding. But selling
essentially scams.
Yes, 100%. And just a track record of just being a douche canoe.
I didn't realize, and I was early teens, I think, during this time. So I didn't watch a lot of Oprah. So I didn't realize that he got his start on TV.
I had forgotten about that.
From Oprah.
Yeah, I had forgotten about that until they made that comment. Question a lot of that then.
It was eye-opening to me in the fact that like this was real family problems. But it wasn't a surprise to me that there is a documentary about how it was handled. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it was. I felt so bad for these people.
Now, did you watch the other 4 episodes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, at least I watched 2. What were the last?
So there was Dr. Phil was episodes 1 and 2.
Yep.
America's Top Model was 3 and 4, and then 5 and 6 was Price is Right.
I watched one of the Price is Right ones. I didn't watch the second one.
Okay. Bob Barker, why? Is all I can say. That was one of my favorite game shows. And now
that was when you're sick and you're at home on the couch and you're waiting for 11 o'clock or whatever time that.
Yes.
But the clips that they have showing some racist things that he did.
Racist and sexual harassment. Oh my goodness.
I mean, it wasn't AI, folks.
No.
It was crazy. It was crazy. I did not realize that all the lawsuits. Yeah. I guess I did watch some of the second one because I think that was in the second one.
Yeah. I mean, my whole childhood just feels like a lie.
I know. I agree. I love that show.
What was your favorite game on The Price is Right?
I liked the one with the little mountain climber,
Uh-huh.
but I
The
love the
yodeler.
Showcase Showdown.
Okay.
That was my favorite. I always liked it when they told a little story
Hmm.
about you're going to get in your car and you're going to drive to the airport to go to Aruba, or,
Yeah.
whatever. I liked how they presented those really fun. How
Hmm.
about you?
I loved Plinko.
I was thinking Plinko too. I like that one too, but
I
there's no way to win.
no, but I just loved it. I don't know
Just
why.
standing up top, letting them
And
fall.
yeah, I I
Mm-hmm.
don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I loved Plinko for whatever reason.
I don't know if you've watched any lately, but
No.
we were flipping channels and we stopped on it, and the prices of things are so different now. I don't even know how I would compete in that.
So I was never good at the Showcase Showdown because I didn't think that the prices were really relevant to at the store.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah,
I don't know. It just
yeah.
I was never ever even close. Like I
Well,
would be
we were
horrible.
also watching that when we were a teenager or whatever, and not
Yeah,
really knowing how much a trip to Aruba cost.
that's
Like
true.
it could have been $1 bajillion, and we'd have been like, "That sounds right." Well, me, I wouldn't have had a clue.
I was just not good at the estimating of
Yeah,
I would have never
you
won
know what?
ever. I would be
What?
like $1.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna say. So you know, at the very beginning, I forgot what it's called, but when they call you down, and then the 4 or 5 people bid on the thing, and somebody bids like $1,000, and the next person's like 1,001, and you're like, "You're just a jerk.
Yeah.
You are just a jerk. There's no way this dude can win now
Yeah.
unless it's right at 1,000. Like,
Hmm.
just jerk." And then they laugh like,
Yeah.
push him off the stage. Now, go ahead.
They did talk about one of the backstage people. It was a woman got hit with a camera on accident and fell like 3 feet
Oh, I didn't see that
and
one.
she got
Okay.
injured. She whacked her head really bad
Oh
and
no.
Bob Barker just came out and was like, "Show must go on. Somebody will deal with it." And
Uh-uh.
everybody was like screaming and freaking out and he was just like, "Don't care."
Whatever. We gotta go. That's crazy.
And they said that every year he put in his contract he would get more and more control until he controlled the entire show.
Mm. I mean, on one hand, good businessman,
Yeah.
but on the other hand, like, just jerk.
Hmm.
Just jerk. I did like when they talked about the Barker's Beauties, but that name is gross.
Yeah.
But how they were describing their personalities,
Hmm.
like Holly was the one that would just fall and do stupid stuff,
Hmm.
and I liked, because now when they were showing clips of that, I was like, yeah, yeah, she was always the one who was like on roller skates,
Yeah.
slipping backwards and stuff. But yeah, piece of my childhood definitely gone.
Hmm.
But I
And he
learned,
died at age of 99.
I know, isn't that crazy?
He lived a very long life.
Yeah. Now the middle two were about America's Next Top Model.
Yes.
I did not watch that show. I might have caught one or two eps, but that one was my favorite.
So, I mean, times were very different when all
Yes.
these shows aired.
Yes.
None of this stuff would fly
No.
nowadays.
No.
So, you got to put the context in the time
Mm-hmm.
frame.
Yeah.
But the abuse that those girls went through, and then they
100%.
didn't get any payments from it. They get
Nothing.
nothing. And Tyra's just sitting on her pile
And
of money.
they've got drills to their teeth, and they're walking away with nothing.
I feel like Tyra was so afraid to be upstaged by anybody
Mm-hmm.
that she purposely,
Tore them down.
well, that besides that, like she purposely edited that because she was in charge of editing too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
She purposely edited it so that anybody that could have had a career
Mm-hmm.
did not have a career.
Mm-hmm.
Like she sabotaged
Mm-hmm.
anybody that I think that she was
Mm-hmm.
intimidated by.
Which was a lot of them.
Hmm.
There's one girl, they're like, "We really love the gap in your teeth. We want to make it bigger." And then there was another girl that had the same gap, and they were like, "This is all we see. That looks stupid." Like, what? What? So the point of the show, obviously we all know, is to become a model, where they're having them do these things that have nothing to do with what a real true model would do.
Hmm.
And it's just for, again, for ratings.
And one girl said that she couldn't be hired after the show as a model because of
The
how
way
she
she
was
was,
portrayed.
yes, they made her look like just a witch,
Hmm.
and nobody wanted to work with
Yeah.
her because they made her look that way.
They also brought her back for it was All-Star Round or whatever.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
So she came back. She ends
For
up winning.
redemption.
Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
She came back. She ends up winning. Before they air the show, they call her to meet the lawyers, and the lawyers tell her, "No, you don't win the show because at one point when you were down on your luck and you had no other option,
Hmm.
you became an escort for a little while."
Hmm.
They knew that before the show started. They
Yep.
knew that before she ever entered the show again.
Hmm.
And
Hmm.
let her go all the way through, let her win, and then took it away from her.
Well, and then, so with that, then they went on X or whatever social media it was and just said, she isn't in
She
for
she's not.
undisclosed reasons, or it made it very vague. So everybody's like, well, what's wrong with her? And then the more that they kept it vague, the more people were asking, wanting to know, and trying to dig to the bottom of it on, is she sick? Is she dead? What happened? So they just stirred the pot and they got more ratings.
Yeah. I didn't like the show when it was airing. I just thought
Yeah,
it was gross,
me too. Same. Yeah.
the way that they treated the girls. But now watching it and really hearing
Mm-hmm.
the behind the scenes and
Mm-hmm.
how horrible it really was
Mm-hmm.
is,
Well, okay, so again, different era. That was the Kate Moss, waif thin era that we survived. That was, in retrospect, terrible.
mhm.
Like, I mean, living through it then was terrible, but looking back as an adult and knowing what we know now, insane. And they had this one girl, and she was a curvier girl, maybe a size 6. I don't know. And they were like, yeah, you're just too big.
Yeah.
And they wanted her to be a plus size model at like a size 6 or 8 or whatever.
Mhm.
But she lost weight because they were sleep deprived and food deprived and all the
And they got
things.
$37 a day to eat.
Right. And then they were like, okay, well, you're too small for a big model, but you're still not a 00, so you can't be a regular size model. And the body image issues, I'm surprised these women are still with us.
Yeah. Hmm.
That one woman, they kept showing the clip of her being Tyra yelling at her like, listen to me, getting all loud. I was like, "Ooh,
I would not fare well in that
mm-mm,
situation.
mm-mm. I would fare well."
Yeah. They said after Tyra got her own show and they brought on, I think her name was Lisa, the blonde girl.
Hmm.
Um, they said that they wanted to discuss her childhood, and she said, absolutely not, I'm not coming on.
Right.
And so they came back and said, okay, we will just talk about your experience on America's Next Top Model because she
Hmm.
did win that redemption or the
Whatever
whatever,
it was,
the
yeah,
All-Star round or
yeah, yeah,
whatever it
yeah.
was. That she was second place, but because the first girl was disqualified,
Right. She won.
so they brought her onto the TV show and said, yeah, we will not bring up your childhood, all the trauma that you went through.
Hmm.
And she said, okay, I'll come on just to talk
Hmm.
about the show. And the first thing Tyra says is, you were physically and sexually abused as a child. Let's talk about it.
Right.
And she freaked out and started screaming, like,
Hmm.
no. And they locked her in a closet.
It's insane.
They locked her in a closet and said, like, you are, you can't come out.
You can't come
She
out.
said she was in there for like 30 minutes locked in the closet. And then they opened the door and said, we're not going to pay you for coming here if you don't go back out there and talk about all of your trauma. How is that?
I'm so glad things are,
Like that would be kidnapping now. I mean, that could be
yeah.
like a kidnapping charge.
I'm so glad things are a little more regulated with things like that and with child actors. And
Oh,
I mean, I want to think they are. But yeah, those 2 episodes were the ones that really got me because just I guess just so much sympathy
yeah.
for those girls, and they were just trying to be great.
Yeah.
And you put your trust in somebody who is great and you're like, well, they're going to help me, and then all she does is do everything she can to sabotage you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Highly recommend that little series though.
Docu-series, yeah.
Mhm.
I really enjoyed it.
Mhm. Samesies. Same.
I have like a running notes doc now of
Things you want to watch?
like things that like people recommend on social.
Yeah.
I always save it, but then I have so many
Uh-huh.
saves now.
I do too.
And I never go back and look at what I
Mhm.
actually
I'll
saved.
take a screenshot of something and then I go back and I'm like,
I
what?
got like 20,000 pictures
I
on my
know.
phone. I
It's forget it. I do like though with the iPhones now you can still
search.
like, yeah. Well, do you want to talk about a doc next week?
Yeah.
Or do you want to do a book? Or do you want to do both?
It's up to you. I'll make that your call. Okay.
Let's do another docu-series.
Okay. So you want to do Squatters?
Love it.
Okay, so it's on Hulu.
Okay.
It's Squatters Get the F Out of My House.
The whole squatter situation's fascinating anyway, just like knowing what they are and some of the laws around it. So I can't wait to watch this one. I think it's on Hulu.
Yeah, that's crazy to me
Hmm.
that people can just
Can just
take over your house.
and that there's laws that protect them.
They have gotten so good about faking these documents saying that they have renters agreements or that they've purchased
Yeah.
XYZ
Yeah.
and it's all fake, but they have everything so looking
Mm-hmm.
legit.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah, that's crazy. I can't wait to dig into that one.
That just freaks me out.
I
Like, could you
know.
imagine going to your home, like your whatever
Right.
vacation home,
Yeah.
if you're fancy like that, and
Somebody just
somebody's
being
there, like,
there.
nope, sorry, I live here now, and you can't do anything about it because they have so many
That's
rights.
what's crazy. That's
There
crazy.
should be no rights.
I don't understand why there are rights to protect people that do that kind of thing. Why there are laws that protect that. I don't get it. I
Mm-mm.
don't get it.
No, I'd be in jail.
I feel like every episode is like, what would put Steph in jail? We need to do a whole stand.
Oh gosh.
What would put Steph in jail today?
It's gonna be a new part,
I'm just
new
kidding.
section of the,
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, new segment.
yeah,
Changing gears a little bit.
yeah,
The World Cup has started,
yes,
and I love it. It's I love watching. I'm really enjoying it. It's in the US,
yes.
so it's very exciting here.
Is it in Miami?
It's kind of all over.
Okay.
So it's everywhere from New Jersey to Inglewood, which Inglewood's up to no good, according to Dr. Dre. And Atlanta, Auburn, and Alabama. So just like everywhere, there's games being played because all these countries are coming in. But their fans are coming into the US to watch the teams. So we've got people here from, Spain
Everywhere.
and yeah, everywhere, literally. There's this dude named Freddie.
Okay.
Freddie is from Germany and he is documenting his travels on X and what is great for him. And it's great. Like they went to Waffle House and he was like, yes, he was like, this is amazing. And people are sharing his stuff. He posted, it must have been yesterday, that he got to Texas.
Hmm.
And JJ Watt retweeted, welcome to Texas, Freddie. He is just blowing up with his pictures and his
I love,
impressions of everything. I love hearing it too, because the US is always bashed.
yeah.
Like we're not perfect. We're not perfect. But it's fun.
Speak for yourself.
Nobody nowhere, right? You know what I'm saying. But it's nice. It's refreshing
Yeah.
for him to come and just be like, "Oh my gosh, we're in." Well, he didn't say that. I'm not gonna do the accent because I'm not feeling it today. But um, it's just been a week. But they were in Louisiana, Alabama, and he was like, "We're looking for alligators." I mean, that's a total foreign concept. And then his next tweet, it's like a little video of the marsh, and you can see like them sticking up. It's great.
Hmm.
It's great. I'm really loving it. US won their game also, so that's exciting. But I'm loving hearing all of the fun stuff from all the people
That's
that are
awesome.
here. Yeah, yeah. So we'll talk about that a little bit on and off.
I follow two, like, there's like two British guys
Hmm.
that
Oh yeah,
basically,
Josh,
yeah,
and I forgot the other one's name.
yeah,
Yeah, Britain America or whatever.
yeah,
I like them too.
yeah. Their reactions to stuff is,
Hmm.
I love it.
Yeah, yeah, they're hilarious, especially over the winter. They were in not Minnesota.
It's
I
one,
guess
I
up
think
there.
it was one of the very cold
What's the
states.
Michigan? Up there where like there's the snow lake effect or whatever it's called. You know what I'm talking about. And yeah, they were just blown away
Yeah.
by how everything was.
They're always like, we don't
Right,
complain about cold weather anymore.
right.
Like, you don't know what hot is until you've been in the south of
Yeah.
the US.
Oh, one more funny thing about the all the different people come. I had Norway's team, and they were playing somewhere obviously really hot because it's the summer in US here, and they were like laying out in the sun just soaking it up. I have no idea what their year-round weather is like, but I'm just picturing them always having snow like Sweden and stuff. So yeah, they were soaking it up. So it's funny.
Well, speaking of alligators,
Mm-hmm.
did you see in Florida
Mm-hmm.
that an alligator assisted with an arrest?
No, but they're my soul animals. So what happened?
Somebody was running like on his legs from the cops
Okay.
and ran into, I guess, like the marsh area
Mm-hmm.
or somewhere that has alligators,
Mm-hmm.
wherever. And an alligator attacked the dude running from the cops.
Instead of canine, it was whatever.
They had the swamp puppies.
Yes, the swamp puppies were attacking.
Yeah. So
Oh my gosh.
the dude lived, but
But he was
and the
still,
alligator lived.
which is more important. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, the alligator assisted with the arrest.
That's great. They need to rethink having them on standby.
Hmm.
You see the videos of the dogs where they've got like the suits on so they can like show how they attack and with the gloves. Could you see just like a alligator like hanging from the glove?
Those are dinosaurs. Those are
I don't know, they are dinosaurs.
those
They
are
are
not
dinosaurs.
something to be hanging off anybody's arm. Like, he'll
No.
take off the arm with the glove, okay?
Yeah, they'd start rolling around doing the death
Yeah.
roll thing. Are
Uh-uh.
alligators dinosaurs?
I think so. in Jurassic Park, the one in the water looked like an alligator.
Did you see the most recent Jurassic Park?
Don't think so.
There's like 17,000.
Mhm.
It was really good.
I did see that there is a bioengineer company that just perfected being able to, um, I guess, clone whatever in eggs. Like they weren't able to do the membrane before, so that the actual birds would
Mm-hmm.
develop inside, but they have now perfected it and they have grown several birds. And they want to bring back a bird that was extinct like 600 years ago.
Can we vote on that?
And I just see this turning into
Yeah.
a Jurassic Park
Oh,
situation.
100%. Just pictured a pterodactyl flying over.
We can bring back dragons though.
I would go for
That
that.
would be
I
kind.
would vote for
I just saw something, speaking of
that.
dragons, on on Facebook, and it said, "I'm not a bookworm. I don't read to survive. I'm a book dragon. I collect books like they're treasure."
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, I
I
love
like that too. I like that too.
that. Yeah. So
Dragons are fascinating.
I'm a book dragon.
Book dragon.
Hmm.
That's okay. I like it. I like it. What kind of I mean, is a dragon just a dragon? Like, does it go back to any kind of?
I mean, I think it's like in the lizard
Yeah, yeah,
family,
yeah, yeah.
I
That's
would
what I was getting
assume.
at.
But they fly though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So there was I was moving some flower pots outside, and we've got a ton of the green lizards,
Hmm.
and then we've got a ton of the black ones with the blue
Hmm.
stripe down 'em. I think they're salamanders. I'm not sure, but that's what I call them. I just made up a name for them. And I was moving one of those pots. It was split, and I was like, I'm just going to dump this out, and we'll throw it away. Well, I started dumping it out, and there were eggs in it, tiny eggs about the size of a pencil eraser. And all of a sudden, Mama, what I call salamander, well, like peeked her head up, and I was like, "Oh, I'm just gonna leave y'all right here until you're done." So I just moved them. So I'm expecting salamander grandbabies any day. Maybe not have, might not even be what they're called, but that's what I call them,
Yeah.
salamanders. So I'll let you, I'll keep you posted. There was like 10 little eggs,
Mm,
but they eat the bugs.
yeah. I'm just not a fan of like any creepy crawlies. We had a frog outside the other night when I took Clifford out,
Hmm.
and he thinks that anything that moves outside is a toy. And so he picked up the frog, and
Oh,
like those are squishy. Those
oh,
aren't
those are
turtles.
gross.
The turtles at least could go back in their shell and
Yeah,
they didn't get
they can,
harmed. They
right.
might have had a concussion,
Hmm.
but didn't get harmed.
Frogs are gross.
So he picks it up and he like flings it, and I'm like, "Ah!" So I get him back inside, and I'm like, oh my God, where's this frog? Like,
Hmm.
and it had righted itself, and he was hiding underneath a chair out there, and I was like, okay, he's
Yeah,
alive.
yeah.
So then I let Clifford back out because he doesn't pay attention. If
Hmm.
there is a dog that has ADD or ADHD, like it's
It's
Clifford.
Clifford.
So he runs right past it, and he's looking where he flung it.
Hmm.
Not there, thank goodness.
Hmm.
But I'm just thinking, oh my God, he's gonna squish it and
Uh-huh.
it's gonna pop.
Yeah, that's disgusting. And he's not coming to my house.
Oh.
No. And I don't know how to clean that out.
Mm-mm.
Throw him in the pool, mouth open with a shock. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. No animals were harmed in this episode.
It was so gross.
Yeah, our mix likes to play with frogs. And when she comes back drooling, I'm like, what have you been doing, you stupid, stupid, crazy mutt girl?
Well, Clifford comes running down the hill a couple of nights ago with a boomerang. Like, where did he find a boomerang? And he's just,
Yeah,
floppy, like
it's like, look, yeah.
happy as can be coming down the little hill. And I'm like,
Oh my gosh.
I take a video and I send it to Dylan, and I'm like, yes, that's a boomerang. Where he got it from, I don't
We don't
know.
know. We don't know.
Yeah.
Clifford's treasures.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's
He's
like
a
a dragon.
dragon. That's great.
Yes.
That's great.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
Speaking of lizards,
Hmm.
the US government released the alien files
Shut up.
not too long ago. I did not read them. I just saw all the clips on them.
I feel like that is a rabbit hole that would never end.
Well, they released the government videos of the UFO sightings.
Now, here I go. Going down said rabbit
Yeah.
hole.
There are four, supposedly, I'm sure that there's a lot more, but there are four types of aliens that they've classified.
Okay. Dragons, dinosaur.
Lizard, like the lizard, and they look like well, the little drawing that I saw
Hmm.
looked like probably like a 6 foot tall lizard.
Like
And so,
standing up?
Yeah, so you know that they talk about lizard people,
Yeah, yeah,
which are probably just aliens.
probably. Did the drawing look like the little Geico?
Yeah, but like a
Okay,
big one.
but
Like,
big.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Uh, then the other one looks like a praying mantis, like a big praying, not like the bug, like a big sized one.
Human size. Okay.
The other one is the traditional alien that we all saw on TV,
Mm-hmm.
like,
Mm-hmm. Big eyes
yeah,
and triangle head.
yeah.
Yeah.
The last one are like human-like. Yeah, they look like humans.
Like in Men in Black
Mm-hmm.
before he came out of his,
So yeah,
yeah, his
but
human suit.
very, very human-like. Some people that are not human.
If there's anybody listening, it's an alien. You can be anonymous.
So I have O negative blood.
Is that the one that everybody can take?
Yeah.
I have that one too.
And I have the RH negative whatever in
Same.
it. So they said there's been like all these tests that whatever strain of something other is not anything in regular humans, and that
So are we aliens?
we could potentially be
And nobody told
descendants
us?
from alien somethings.
Is there some kind of a scholarship for that? Because I'm really trying to get Jackson in school. If he's an eighth alien.
Yeah, crazy.
That
So
is
I did not go
very
deep diving. I
crazy.
did see like just on social media people's recaps of it because I was not trying to.
No, read 7,000 pages.
It's not fun reading. It's government
Document,
documents,
blah, blah, blah.
which I'm glad other people can read it and recap
And
it.
tell me what it means. Yeah.
I can't just sit down and read
Not
something.
that kind of stuff.
Mm-mm.
That is crazy though. The praying mantis one, you're not getting away with much.
No,
Or the lizard one.
but I feel like they probably will just Men in Black you and erase your memory.
Maybe that's why my memory's so bad. Maybe I've seen so many aliens and been zapped so many times I'm beyond repair.
We shall never know.
We shall never know. That's crazy though.
Hmm.
I wonder if we've met an alien.
Probably.
Well, it's kind of like one of those things they say that you meet however many murderers in your life. Now they're going to come up with a stat on how many aliens you cross paths with.
Well, they said this is the year of information, and then next year is the year of introduction to like actual, like they'll release them into the wild. I don't know.
We're just going to tell you about them this year, and next year you'll
Like
meet them.
ease you into the idea of aliens, and then next year it will be like a more, I don't know, showing us real stuff.
I don't like that.
I do.
I
I,
don't. What does
it's
that
there.
mean?
It's there anyway. I mean, if they want to take me out, they're gonna. Same stuff I said to my mom. If somebody wants to like
I know.
kill me, they're gonna kill me. Like I can't sit here and worry about it.
Would you rather interact with an alien or a furry?
Alien.
I used to work with this woman, and
Did she pee in a litter box?
no. And I'm not with this company anymore. So I was talking to her on a meeting and doing the whole small talk. What have you been up to? How's your day? And she was like, well, I have to sew my son's head, whatever. And I was like, I'm not really sure. She was like, well, he wears a headpiece or something, the way she said it. And I was thinking, okay, well, he's in the band or he's an actor. And she was like, do you want to see it? And I was like, sure. And she holds up this big cat head. She was like, he's a furry. And I was like, please accept this as my 2 weeks notice and I'll not be. No, I'm just kidding. But that was one of those situations that you don't really know how to react to.
You don't hear much about that anymore.
Mm-mm.
It
Because
was.
you're hearing about aliens.
This
Now
is
they're going
true.
to ease us into aliens.
Yeah, that's true.
But do the aliens make the furries not look weird? Or do the furries make the aliens not look weird?
They eased us into aliens with the furries.
Maybe.
Well, I don't know. I'm not opposed to aliens.
I just don't want. I just don't want one to be my friend.
I just feel like
No, I don't mean.
like
I don't know.
they probably are so advanced that again, we probably already know aliens.
Yeah.
Are you an alien? No.
No, I don't think so. Are you?
Maybe. How would you know if you look like a human anyway and you were
Mhm.
here from the start, like the start of your, how would you know you're an alien?
Do you ever have, I'm so weird. Do you ever have literally out of body experiences where you're like looking down, like,
Yeah.
this is my life, this is real, this is
Mhm.
what's okay. So well, either we're both aliens
We
or
could
both
be.
not.
Well, we both have the blood.
It's the universal blood type, right?
Yeah.
That's what you have to say.
but only you can get O negative.
Yes. So
But
what?
yeah, if I'm ever in a bind, I know.
Say,
Yeah.
you know, let me know. They always want mine, but I can't.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe.
Yeah.
Now I got something else to worry about.
We've made it this far in life. I think we're okay.
Yeah, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, so these documents are documented all the way back to the 40s. They've been telling us that there's no aliens since forever,
Mm-hmm.
but they've been documenting aliens since the 40s.
Crazy.
I know. Hmm. So, who knows?
What else are they keeping from us?
Everything.
There was some crazy meme that was like, this is why we can't tell you things because we tell you this little bit and you freak out and you do all these things. This is why we have to keep all this from you.
Hmm.
Kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
We don't know how to handle
We
information.
don't know how to act.
Yeah, no.
Well, I mean,
No home training.
no.
Well,
Well,
I guess we'll see.
yeah. I got a funny new book.
Oh, what'd you get?
Um, How to Piss Off Men.
Ooh,
It's 109 things to say to shatter the male ego.
tell me a couple.
Okay, I'm gonna just open to a random page.
Uh-huh.
Do you think you could beat a goose in a fight? He will say, of course.
Mm-hmm.
Say yes. He'll bring up weight classes, state his resume, etc. The trick here is that no matter what he says, cock your head, consider him carefully, and then say, but it's a goose.
That's hilarious.
And it says, personal anecdote from the dude that wrote this.
Mm-hmm.
This one was used on me once to a devastating effect. I was left feeling adrift. Had I based my entire concept on self-worth on my capacity for goose violence, I texted a friend for reassurance. Here's how that conversation went.
Mm.
Kyle, are you reasonably confident in my ability to win a fight to the death with a 20-pound goose? His friend Max says, what kind of goose are we talking here? Canada, Greylag, Brant, Greater, Fronted? Kyle says, take your strongest pick. Max says, so Canada. Kyle says, geese max out at 20 pounds though. And remember that. Though you know me as an improv guy, I was a prize fighter with nearly perfect record. Although I'm not sure if Muay Thai translates to goose brawling. And Max says, okay, so the giant Canada goose weighs in at 5 kilograms or 12 pounds. Kyle said, I weigh 172 pounds if that matters.
Mm-hmm.
Max says, I think you have the edge here. Make no mistake, you're a rangy fighter and should have the reach necessary to dispatch the goose with a well-placed kick.
I can't believe this conversation went this far.
It keeps going.
Okay.
Geese are mean.
I've been chased by a goose.
I was too when I was like 4.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah.
Never feeding those suckers again.
Never.
Let's see. Their primary defensive response is to try and have a dick measuring contest with their attacker. Male geese will stare down a charging elephant, and usually this is enough to convince the attacker that they're not worth the trouble. What this means is you likely have a gimme strike right at the start. So if you can take him out in one blow, this thing will be over before it starts.
That's hilarious.
He says, my concern is that if it's not enough to take the goose out, you will have one huge, seriously pissed off goose on your hands. I think if it gets you on the ground, it's over.
I just can't believe that there was that much thought put into the goose fight.
So the author says, bro, I'm crying reading this. And then he says, this is a fight to the death, by the way. No running. If that changes anything. And the dude says, I would probably bet on you then, because the goose's only move is to peck your eyes out, which, like, if the goose is in that position to do that, then you've already lost.
That's pretty great. Where'd you get the book?
Amazon.
You were like, I need that in my life.
I saw somebody reading it on, like, TikTok or something. I'm like, that is hysterical.
That is hilarious.
Yeah. So
But it's the goose.
we can add that to our repertoire of things to talk about on the podcast.
I love it.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
Geese are mean.
Yeah, they are. I
Like,
got chased by a few.
they're scary.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Ruthless.
They are.
Agreed.
So there's no silly,
Poke
like,
me
why
on my
does it say
butt.
silly goose though?
I don't know what that
It
means.
should be like a silly duck, like not a silly goose.
Yeah, I wonder where did the saying silly goose come
I
from?
don't know, but they're not silly. They're
No. You want to move on to Am I the A-hole?
sure.
Your cute little face. What do we got?
All right. Am I the a-hole for swapping rooms with my roommate while he was away? Let's read why they
Okay.
did this
Okay.
before we make a judgment.
Okay, I'm trying, but
Okay.
I'm very judgy.
Well, I'm always judgy. I, 19 male, have been living with my roommate, George, 20 male, for about 6 months. We've been decent friends for a year or so, but it's definitely been rocky since moving in together. For context, we go to different unis, so I guess this is
They're probably British.
yes, I'm not doing a British accent.
That's okay. I get it.
It's been a rough week.
Same.
Our different unis and our schedules are completely different, so our breaks don't really align. A few weeks ago, we got in a bit of a fight. He wanted to have a bunch of his friends over and have a house party, but I had an exam the next day and needed a bit of quiet. He was pretty pissed at me, and I didn't really see him before I went home for my mid semester break. While I was home, the airline I would have been flying returned with canceled some flights, problems with the gas shortage, and I ended up having to come back a day early. When I got back to the apartment, it stunk like beer and weed. The floor was a mess, the dishes were piled up. I was a bit frustrated with the mess, but also figured George thought I'd be back the next day. I didn't want to start another fight, given we'd left on bad terms. That was until I opened the door to my room and saw three of George's friends sleeping in my room, two on the floor and one in the bed. They seemed to have made themselves pretty comfortable. My stuff was still there, but moved out of place. There was empty cans and bottles everywhere, alcohol and spew stains on the carpet,
Mm,
and the room reeked. I was livid and yelled at them to get out. I would have been so mad.
mm-hmm.
This must have woken George up, and he came in out of his room looking pretty surprised. I demanded he clean up everything and went out for a few hours for fresh air. When I got back, he wasn't there. He'd cleaned up a bit. The beer bottles were in the bin, the dishes were done, etc., but my room still smelt and was far from what it was before. I could see he'd made an attempt on the vomit and the
Mm,
alcohol stains, but it seemed pretty half-assed. The smell made me pretty nauseous, so I ended up sleeping on the couch. It was gross, but not quite as bad for the next few nights. Eventually, it mostly aired itself out, but I was still pretty disgusted by some of the stains and lingering scents.
I can't imagine.
Me either. George never apologized for this, and we just didn't talk much after the whole incident. I was pretty bummed. We were pretty good friends, and I would have been open to working through this to make the rest of our lease tolerable, but not without him owning up and apologizing, which is like the very least he could do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Bare
Yeah,
minimum.
that's gross. All right. 2 days ago, he left for his break, and I've had the apartment to myself. I was tidying my room and found a ton of ants in my wardrobe, leading to some crumbs they must have left. I try not to eat in my room and definitely wouldn't have in my wardrobe. This was pretty much the final straw for me. The lease was another 6 months on it, and so I couldn't move out, but decided that if George thought it was an okay way to leave someone's space, he could have it. It took me the whole day, but I ended up swapping out all our furniture. I set his clothes in up in the wardrobe with the ants, remade his bed, and tried to recreate his room exactly. His room is a fair bit larger than mine, with an ensuite and deck, but we both split rent evenly. He found the apartment, so he claimed the better room first. There's barely any stains or smells in his room, and
Mm.
even if there were, the deck gives me a bit of a safe haven. Not sure why they decided my room was the place to dump everything. At the time, I thought this was fair enough response, but he's coming back tomorrow and I'm rethinking it. I still have time to fix. Am I the a-hole?
No.
I don't think so either.
I feel like it was very extreme, but I wouldn't say an a-hole. I mean, or maybe an a-hole, but he wasn't your roomie was an a-hole too.
Yeah. If there's 6 months, that means 6 months he's stayed in the small room and he
Right.
gets
Switch.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
I,
Agreed.
I would be furious that there was anybody in my room.
I would too.
Like,
I,
let alone the mess, but just anybody in my room.
in my room. That was when we first started reading it. I was like, you're touching the other person's stuff. That was my like, switch rooms is okay, but you're moving somebody's personal stuff. They didn't care.
Mm-mm.
They were having orgies in his room.
Yeah.
Is there an update?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Update. Oh, there's several updates apparently.
Okay.
I didn't read this. I just like picked it randomly.
Okay.
Before you got here. Update 1. Thank you for the advice, everyone. I really appreciate thoughts, opinions, etc. Although I acknowledge and understand everyone saying I should change it back, the little time I had in my new room has been too good to let it go. Amen. I feel pretty justified by the support I received and don't feel like being the bigger person at the moment. I will talk to him when he gets back so he doesn't just walk into the wrong room and hopefully explain my position. To those asking about bolts, I will get locks, but it's tricky. The apartment's rules are pretty strict, but I will look into it. I'll update everyone after it goes down. Thanks again for the support and advice.
Okay.
And then final update. All right. I want to start off by saying thank you so much for everyone's support and advice. Really appreciate it. I did decide to keep the room switched. Hey, good for you.
Mm-hmm.
I also looked at the lease agreement and was able to install the lock on my new room. When he got back, I sat him down in the living room and explained what I'd done. I tried to explain why I was frustrated and how difficult it had been in my new room, but he didn't let me finish and ran over to look at his, now my room. When he saw everything I said was true, he started yelling at me. He called me a psycho and that I had totally disrespected him. I tried to stay calm, but ended up yelling back at him. I told him that his actions were what had led me to do this, and
Mm-hmm.
that if he ever wanted to switch back, he needed to pay to professionally clean my old room
Fair.
and get rid of the bugs. He told me it wasn't that bad, and I had way overreacted. Luckily, the bite didn't get physical, but he did get very close at times. We definitely didn't work it out, but he did seem to have somewhat accepted the new circumstances.
Okay.
Turns out he had not accepted it at all.
That was quick.
Turn around.
Yeah.
The next morning, I woke up to the landlord knocking on the front door. George had told the landlord that while he was away, I'd trashed my room and swapped with him. The landlord was furious about the ants and stains on the carpet. I tried to explain what actually happened, including that George had been smoking weed in the apartment, which is illegal here. And the landlord did listen, but with no proof of when the apartment got trashed or who was telling the truth. He said
Mm-hmm.
both would be liable. He said that this was our first warning and he's giving us a week to get to clean it perfectly or we'd be kicked out and lose our bond. After the landlord left, George and I got right back into it. I demanded he pay to clean it up, but he completely refused. He said that he had done more than enough to try to clean it and it wouldn't consider paying for anything while I still had his room. I told him that he was an idiot for bringing the landlord into the situation, but apparently he's got another place to crash and didn't care. Knowing he had a different place, I realized I didn't have much of a leg to stand on. My ego wouldn't let me give up the room, let alone pay to get everything cleaned up. So I retreated to my room and locked the door to think things over. I decided to text one of my friends to see if I could stay at theirs for a bit just in case, but they said it would be fine. I knew George was going out later that night with his friends and decided I would start moving some of my things over to my friend's place. George ended up sleeping somewhere else and didn't come home until later the next day, giving me enough time to get all my stuff out. So I basically moved out
Mm-hmm.
by the time he got home, at which point he sent me a text telling me not to come back and that he wouldn't be getting anything cleaned. I sent a screenshot to the landlord just letting them know that we had certainly be sacrificing the bond and our lease. I made sure to apologize to the landlord, not that it made much of a difference, but he seemed to appreciate it a bit. I'm now apartment hunting again and have blocked all contact with George. I'm typing this from the couch of my friend's place where I'll probably be for the next few weeks. Thanks for the support. Again, I guess I've learned to not to move in with my friends and will be leasing by myself next time. Not sure whether I regret what I did or not. I still felt it was justified, but almost certainly not worth all of the fallout.
Wow. George was an a-hole.
He was.
Like, clean the room.
Dude, take the L.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I
Hey,
thought he was going to
please.
say, like, he moved out and he was still responsible for half the rent. I thought that
Right.
that's where that was
Right.
going.
I mean, I guess that's about as good as an ending as possible.
Dude's homeless.
Yeah. And George gets a whole apartment to himself. But what a jerk, though. Okay, first of all, hey, you did it, dude. You did it. And then you bring dad into it, the landlord. Like, can we just settle this? Why do you have to get
I
somebody?
lied.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, punk.
Mm-mm.
I hope those ants got in his pants.
Well, anywho, are we doing a book or we're just going to do this show next week?
We can do both. Let's do a book too.
Okay.
Because our bookies need us to do the books.
All right. So it's going to be The Lake House Children by Greg Dunnett.
and he done it.
Who done it?
Yeah, I just started it. We'll jump in and do this one together.
Sure.
And then we'll figure out what's next from there. But I'm also excited about the squatters.
Yes.
So we'll do both of those convos next time.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Thanks for listening. Please come back next week. Please leave us a 5-star review because we love you.
We do. We love you. Thank y'all very much.
Thank you. Bye.